Want to make it abundantly clear to you guys that I am in absolutely no way or form, that's not the same, judging these women at all.
You gotta start off with a big caveat. I want to make sure we understand I'm not judging these women. Okay, I believe you.
I get told every single day on YouTube that I'm hideous, that I'm ugly without makeup, that I'm falsely advertising myself to men, that people feel sorry for my fiance waking up to me every day because I'm so ugly. I get it. And in all honesty, guys,
Toxic.
I have felt ugly since I was a child. I still struggle with those feelings to this very day, and I'm 32. If you have clicked on this video, there's a high chance that at some point in your life, you have felt ugly without makeup too. Like, honestly, I think it's a really, really common thing. You've got massive magazines putting pictures of celebrities and famous people up on their front covers like, oh my god, stars without makeup. Like, it's this huge, shocking thing. And they do it because they know it's going to catch people's eye. Like, regular people that aren't celebrities are going to see that front cover and they're going to be like, oh my days, that's what this person actually looks like without makeup. And I feel like in a way it probably makes us feel better about ourselves because we're like, okay, I'm not the only one that has greasy hair sometimes or a breakout or dark under eye circles. But in another way, I feel like it's really hammering home the point that us women, we're not good enough without makeup. That we are somehow lesser without our makeup, or that we're ugly without makeup.
Let's not make people feel like they're ugly without makeup, because that's toxic, and it permeates their own being and makes people feel bad all the time, and that's terrible. It's awful. It's awful.
And it's not even just these magazines that make such a big deal about the fact that these famous women have the nerve to dare go barefaced. But it's on YouTube now too. Like, I was on YouTube the other day and this video popped up on my suggested. In this video, they had chosen a picture of Katie Holmes where she's probably mid-talking, so her mouth is open. She's got her hair stacked up high on her head, like she's just minding her own business, walking down the street. She doesn't have any makeup on. And they're like, oh my god, famous people unrecognizable without their makeup. She wasn't unrecognizable. I recognized her straight away. That's Katie Holmes. She's beautiful. Like, imagine if you were just walking down the street in your comfies, you haven't washed your hair in 5 days, your skin's breaking out, you're tired, you've got bags under your eyes, and
Well, don't do that for five days, but yeah, so I want to counter signal her counter signal. She's saying, you're beautiful. I mean, come on now, all right? There's a standard for beauty. People look good. We can recognize when people look good, and we can recognize when makeup makes people look better. That's fine. We don't want to oversell that people feel. We don't want to oversell that they look beautiful when they're not trying, right? It's not that she's ugly, but she's not trying to look beautiful. So like, we don't want to. That's ridiculous. Let's not be ridiculous here, okay? It's good to be, nice. It's good to make sure that people don't feel like they need to be made up all the time. But let's not just call everybody beautiful. That's ridiculous. Isn't the flip side of feeling more beautiful with makeup to not feel the same way without makeup? Yeah, you can feel more beautiful with makeup without feeling ugly without makeup, right? That's fine. Right? I think we could do that. Yeah, you can very easily do that. You can say you look more beautiful with this, or you're accentuating your beautiful qualities with makeup, and without saying that you're ugly without makeup. But you also don't want to be like, toxic positivity here, saying, you're so beautiful even without makeup. I mean, interesting opinion there, I guess.
some man is like
some man
destroy your confidence. And then it goes on the internet or in a magazine and they're all like, oh my god, like she's so unrecognizable without her makeup, literally basically implying that you are hideous without your makeup. It's basically shaming women for how they naturally look. Like, I know in this instance they're shaming Katie Holmes for how she looks without makeup, and yet when I look at that I think, I don't look the same without my makeup. Am I unrecognizable without my makeup? Am I hideous without my makeup? So it's no wonder that us women can feel unworthy or ashamed of ourselves and the way we look when we're not wearing makeup. Influencers and celebrities and even models.
She used toxic positivity and I use, well, I'm not being toxically, am I being toxically negative? But she's trying to counter toxic negativity or toxic positivity, saying that you're beautiful without makeup. I mean, there are some people who are beautiful without makeup. But like, we just saw a picture of Katie Holmes, and I mean, beautiful is not the word I would use. I wouldn't disparage her. It's nothing wrong with looking like a normal person, but I mean, Jesus.
They are just regular people like you and me at the end of the day. They poop, they fart, they have hairy legs, they have nose hair, they get pimples, they get grey hair. They are just regular people like you and me, so it should be no shock that they look different without their makeup than they do when they're fully made up. One thing that influencers in particular and celebrities do that really, really irks me and can literally make women feel so bad about themselves is they'll put up a picture on social media that is so filtered, that has been edited to the high heavens, where they probably are still wearing makeup, pretending that they look naturally flawless without makeup. And then it makes the people on the other end of the screen who are looking at that think, oh my god, like Kylie Jenner, she looks so flawless naturally without makeup. Like, why do I get breakouts? Why do I have dark under eye circles? Like, why am I ugly without makeup? So the pictures that Kylie Jenner puts up on her own Instagram, for example, which are so filtered and so edited, she looks amazing, she looks flawless, and yet the paparazzi catch her looking completely different without makeup. She's beautiful in these paparazzi pictures too. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the way she looks in these pictures. Like, I personally think she looks stunning. Now, I know it's all well and good me sitting here.
Did you hear that? She looks beautiful in the paparazzi pictures. I personally think she's stunning. Stunning. Beautiful, stunning. I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with what she's saying. There's nothing wrong with looking like a normal person. That's totally fine. But we don't want to oversell it here, all right? We're good for accepting people. I love acceptance, all right? Acceptance is fantastic. We want to appreciate beauty, and we don't want to dismiss or disparage anything else. But stunning isn't a word that comes to my mind. I don't know. You guys? Stunning? That's my subjective opinion. That's hers. Stunning? Seriously? Stunning? Now we're getting to some sort of relativistic stunning? Really? Aren't you yourself part of the cause of feeling bad about yourself when seeing beautiful pictures online? Stunning. Yeah, of course, the person, it is bad for the person individually to feel bad, yeah, and that's like on them in some like portion, but we're not really, the purpose of the conversation, since it's a conversation that's for a broad audience, it's not directed to a particular person. We're not talking to an individual. We don't want to go down to the individual level and say, hey, you need to have this responsibility for yourself to not feel bad when you look at pretty people. That is the case when you talk to somebody individually. You can sort of be individualistic here. But since we're talking broadly, we don't need to just talk to individuals. We're talking about cultural issues and systemic things. So while we're talking about systemic things, we don't need to address individuals and give them individual responsibility. Since we're talking to a collective, we may as well address the collective issue. So yes, what you're saying is correct, but it's completely irrelevant to the conversation at hand.
Completely different without makeup. She's beautiful in these paparazzi pictures too. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the way she looks in these pictures. Like, I personally think she looks stunning. Now, I know it's all well and good me sitting here kind of preaching to you guys to feel good about yourselves and feel confident and feel pretty when you're not wearing makeup. But society has set us up in a way that it's really hard to feel confident and good about yourself sometimes when you're not wearing any makeup. So it's okay if you want to do a few things to your appearance to make yourself feel more confident or more beautiful when you're not wearing makeup. In fact, I actually did a video a few years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago now, where I tell you guys all my tips and tricks on how to feel pretty without makeup on. We wonder why young people, especially those that are on Instagram following these like huge famous influencers, feel like they can't leave the house without makeup. And it's because you've got so many famous people pretending that their filtered fake image of themselves with no makeup on is the real deal. And then you've got young girls.
Toxic, okay, these people are not fake. They're not putting up fake images, right? She called them influencers. They're professionals, right? They're doing professional work. Every time they post pictures, it's a professional thing. Do I want to be famous? No, thank you, but I appreciate your support. It's very nice of you. No, thank you, though. It's not like a fake image that these people are putting up. Fake image. It's so horrible. No. These are models. These are influencers, right? Their job is to be pretty. It's part of the job description, pretty much. That's totally acceptable. We don't need to be toxic towards them. Please, dear God. They're beautiful anyway. We like to see it. Okay? It's okay. It's okay. It's not
young boys.
We don't need to disparage anybody to make yourself feel good. Right? like looking at other people, making them look pretty, and then disparaging ourselves is sort of the problem, right? If you look at other people and say, wow, they're so beautiful, I look ugly, disparaging yourself and putting other people up. We don't need to do the opposite. We don't need to make ourselves feel better by disparaging them and saying that they're doing fake work or they look fake, and so on and so forth. That's just super toxic. No, please stop.
Comparing what they see in the mirror when they've got no makeup on to this fake image that they see online. Like, take Kendall Jenner, for example.
Fake.
Kendall Jenner's made no secret of the fact that she suffers from acne. Obviously, no fault of her own. I suffered from acne myself. I was on Accutane twice when I was a teenager trying to get rid of it. Acne sucks. And yet she'll put up a picture like this with no makeup and she looks flawless. And it's like, how does she look so flawless without makeup? And it's because that's not really real. This is more like what Kendall looks like without makeup. And then we've got Jennifer Lopez, who so many people consider to be
Stunning.
like a goddess, putting up a picture like this, and everyone's like, oh my god, she's so amazing without makeup. Like, why am I so hideous in comparison to Jennifer Lopez? And then you've got these paparazzi pictures where she's not wearing any makeup and she looks completely different. She looks like a regular human being, the same as like I do. Gigi Hadid, she's another one that so many women compare themselves to negatively, and she's clearly stunning. Like, all these women are absolutely stunning, and so are you. But this is what Gigi looks like with no makeup. Her skin's not perfect. She looks a little bit puffy sometimes. Don't we all? It's not a bad thing. It's just part of being a human being. And then you've got her sister Bella. Again, Bella posts pictures on Instagram where she looks flawless without makeup, and then the paparazzi catches her looking a little bit different. And yet she still looks beautiful. Christina Aguilera, this one actually really irritates me. I'm sorry to say it, because she went on, I think it was Paper magazine, and they advertised that as Christina Aguilera with no makeup. Like, oh my god, what an amazing thing to do. How brave of her to go on the front of this magazine with no makeup. And yet that picture,
Brave.
I mean,
Stunning.
I could be wrong here, but to me it looks like it's been edited, because literally nobody looks that flawless or that pristine without makeup. And then I went online and I found these other pictures of Christina where she's not made up, and again, she looks completely different. Mila Kunis, for example, she's a woman that so many women consider, again, to be like the most beautiful woman in the world. And yet this is what Mila looks like without makeup. And as you can see, she's still beautiful.
There's not much
she's
difference.
a regular human being, so there's no reason why
Not
you
much
should
difference at
compare
all.
yourself to her, for example.
She's
and think,
nuts,
like,
is she?
why am I so ugly? When Mila's so beautiful, because Mila is beautiful, but she's just a real human being, and so are you, and you are beautiful too. Kim Kardashian,
Toxic.
she's another one that loves
Maybe.
to put up like filtered pictures on Instagram of herself apparently being makeup free, and again the paparazzi catches her actually makeup free, you know, not in the perfect studio lighting, not edited, and again she looks like
Also, a weird thing here, like, I mean, this lady's pretty too. You know, there are different times. You sort of like, don't you? I don't know about professional models, but don't they like prepare for their photo shoots? Like they maybe slim down a little bit? Calls people beautiful toxic. It is, isn't it? It is, isn't it? It is. We're trying to like. It is toxic. I think it's toxic. I don't know. You can't just call random people beautiful. She doesn't know what these people look like. It might be hideous, ugly people, and that's fine. You can be hideous and ugly, or you can, you know, not care about your look, and that's totally fine. It's great. There's nothing to be disparaged about, but it's not beautiful. I don't want to start sounding like a objectivist right winger or something like that. You know, words have meanings. We can't. These neo-Marxist postmodernists changing the language left and right. We can't understand what anybody means, but like, seriously though. Like, beautiful means something, guys. Jesus. It's toxic. How do people get into, triggered about 2D snapshots of other people? Yeah. It's just pixels on the screen, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see Christina Aguilera. I just see pixels. What's going on? Like, don't people like, prepare for model shoots? Like they like exercise, and maybe they like hydrate well, and maybe they don't eat a lot of milk products so they don't have any breakouts and all that stuff. They do these things, right? Certainly. So it might, like, she might actually be completely flawless when they take the picture. And then anyway, it was just a side note, random side note, something I'm thinking about. Okay, we're
a
continuing.
beautiful, normal human being. Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, paparazzi picture of her not wearing any makeup. Again, like
Cute.
she's a supermodel.
She's
a
cute.
supermodel, and yet she looks like this without makeup. And it's not a
She looked
bad
great. I
thing.
don't know
Like,
what's going on.
us women, we need to stop letting this pressure be put on us that we shouldn't look like human beings. And even in their no makeup videos, these famous influencers are faking it. They do have makeup on, first of all. Second of all, they're filtering it. So they're trying to pass it off as though this is what they look like without makeup, but that's not what they look like without makeup. Without makeup, they look just the same as us. Like Kylie Jenner, for example, when she was doing this video showing how she washes her face with her Kylie skincare range, she's got a filter on, which is obviously, you know, flattering. She doesn't wash her face properly. Like, who washes their face like that? Like, if you wash your face like that, you're still gonna have so much makeup left over. Like, that's not how you get makeup off.
Okay, let's not disparage Kylie. Or we like Kylie here. Well, we don't want to disparage her like taking off her makeup, right? Just people have different skills for taking off their makeup. Maybe, I don't know. She's a professional. Why we don't need to keep attacking people? It's kind of messed up, I think. But obviously, she has a filter. She's got like a Instagram or Snapchat filter or whatever it is. Don't know about you, but my impression is that my impression changed when meeting people IRL who had only seen pictures behind the video, usually for the better. Oh, you like to see them in real life. And I mean, I guess, I don't know, I haven't had that opportunity.
You can
many
see
times.
the makeup on her towel after she's finished washing her face. So she's still got foundation on, and you're going to have young people looking at that video and wondering why they don't look that flawless when they've washed their makeup off. And then this is one of my favorites. Oh my gosh, guys. I still cringe to this very day when I think of this. Shay Mitchell and her now infamous ad for Biore. She was advertising their cleanser or their micellar water or something like that. So she puts the cleanser on the makeup pad and she goes to wipe her eye makeup off, and then the video quickly jumps to her wiping her eye makeup off, and yet you can see that the makeup pad is like this far from her eye. She doesn't even touch her eye. And then she turns it around to the screen. She's like,
Lol.
takes waterproof mascara off too. It's like, girl.
That's hilarious. Would I argue that I am now seeing people's makeup IRL instead of pixels? What? What do you mean? I've got like a higher resolution view of the world. I can see. What? I don't understand the question. What are you
Not only
talking
is this
about?
filtered, but you're still wearing makeup. Why are you pretending that you've just taken your makeup off when you're still wearing your makeup? Like, it's giving other women such a complex. And I can't actually get angry at her for that, because she probably is a victim of this as well. Like, she probably doesn't want to get on camera fully butt naked with her face, I mean, because she probably knows that she'll be opening herself up to so much criticism from men and from other women who will try and drag her down for the way she looks naturally, not all made up. It's such a vicious cycle. In fact, just quickly, while we're on the topic of Instagram, do you know who you need to go follow? The real Gemma Jones. I adore her. She's one of the few people that I follow that go on Instagram stories with absolutely no filter, not in flattering lighting, and she's just her absolute gorgeous natural self. And while we're on the topic, another video that really irked me was Rihanna's nighttime skincare routine that she put up on YouTube. She wasn't fighting around. Like, she did her whole skincare routine. Like, she went fully makeup free in that video, and I applaud her for that, because so many famous people don't do that. They pretend that they're makeup free, but they're actually not. But Rihanna, you're the real deal. She did it. And I just aimlessly scrolled down to the comments, as I do, and honestly, I was so horrified by some of the comments I saw, like people calling her ugly or like just insulting her for the way she looks without her makeup. And I was like, are we seeing the same person here? She's stunning. What are you complaining about? So despite these fake images...
Are you making fun of Rihanna and her big forehead? I mean, it was a big forehead, but I mean, we're watching a video talking about not disparaging people for their looks, and you're literally disparaging people for their looks as we're watching the video. What's going on, disciple? Let's pay attention here. Keep up, okay? Keep up. She's stunning.
Influencers and celebrities.
I mean, Rihanna
on
is
social
actually
media.
very beautiful, right? You've seen her. At least maybe you've seen the character. I don't know how we describe it. Anyway.
Nobody actually looks flawless
Stunning.
24/7. Like, it's literally not even physically possible. We all get spots. We all have pores. Our skin literally needs pores. Your skin would cease to function without pores. We all have days where we haven't had time, or let's be real, we just couldn't be bothered to wash our hair, so it's greasy and we've just got it piled up on top of our head. We have days where our skin is not our friend and our skin is breaking out, or we haven't slept well, or we're tired and we've got bags and puffiness under our eyes.
Don't not sleep
so
well.
don't believe
Easy.
it when society and social media tell you that you are the only one and that you are ugly without your makeup, because you're not. None of us, despite these images, look flawless all the time. Not celebrities, not influencers, not me, and not you, because we're literally just people at the end of the day. I feel like society has created this ridiculous expectation for women that we must look flawless 24/7 naturally. We're not allowed to have pimples, we're not allowed to have greasy hair, we're not allowed to have leg hair, can't have dark circles or thin eyebrows or pale lips. And if we do have these imperfections, we have to hide them with makeup. And yet if we wear makeup, we're false advertising or that we're deceiving people by wearing makeup. It's
True.
like, is it any wonder that we
Can't
have
win.
a complex? Like, how is anybody actually supposed to live up to these expectations? It's not possible. When I was about 17, I had a boyfriend back in high school, and he told me that he didn't like me wearing makeup. So what did I do? I stopped wearing makeup around him. And you know what? He
Blame me.
still wasn't happy. Like, I couldn't win. If I was wearing makeup,
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, there's some guys who don't like people wearing makeup. It's a lie. It's a lie. What they don't like is your bad skills at makeup. I'm one of these people who doesn't like bad makeup. Now, I do like no makeup. I'm okay with no makeup. I appreciate good makeup very much. We talk about makeup and beauty a lot on this stream. But I'm very good with no makeup and not looking, you get the picture. But there's this terrible line that is often crossed where people they say they don't like makeup, but they really just like the no makeup look, They like the no makeup look. And it's unfortunate because a lot of people are just bad at makeup. She's saying she was in high school, so yeah, obviously she's probably sucked at makeup, which is why the guy didn't like it. Okay, bad.
he didn't like me wearing makeup. If I
More
wasn't
flattering.
wearing makeup, he told me I
Sorry,
was ugly,
didn't mean
so I
to freeze
couldn't win. And I tried so hard to please him, which is the saddest thing about it. But now that
Don't
I'm
do that.
older and I know better, if a man doesn't like me wearing makeup, I don't like him anyway. If a man tries to dictate to you what you should or shouldn't do with your own face and your own body, ditch him. You don't need that. If the man you're talking to has more than a few...
You gotta work on if you don't like her makeup, you can say, wow, I saw this video from Kylie about how to do some better eyeshadow. Look, let's watch this video of who were some other people? Emily, I don't know, Rata, whoever this lady is, that supermodel. Let's look at this video of her. She's giving some blending tips and some eyeliner tips. Let's watch it together because it's so cute and I love your eyeliner, darling. Let's improve it. We gotta
rub
improve.
together. He should realize that women don't naturally have glittery eyelids or winged liner. It's just common sense. Now, I'm not a man hater. I love...
It's not common sense though. She's saying it's common sense because she's being a toxic right now. She's disparaging the group of people that she's trying to talk to. Her stated audience are men who clearly don't know anything about makeup. And then she's saying it's common sense. You should know about this. No, they're not doing makeup. Obviously, men don't do makeup. They don't look at makeup tutorials. So this is a fine pause, all right? She looks totally fine. I can tell she's in the middle of talking. Her eyes aren't half. Anyway, you can, it's so messed up to just tell men that they need to know automatically about makeup of course they're not going to know. They're not culturated in the same way. They're not practicing makeup. They're not looking at makeup tutorials like we are here in our stream. Hey, welcome. They're not doing that. So it's messed up to just call them say that they lack common sense. They don't lack common sense. It's a part of the cultural conditioning too. All right, let's not be toxic to men. This is so messed up.
But if we're being honest, I'm sure we've all met a man like that who thought that he had the right to tell us what we should and shouldn't do with our face. If a man doesn't like makeup, he doesn't have to wear it. It's actually terrible that going outside with no makeup on, literally just how you look naturally, is now considered brave. And I think it's because as a society, we've gotten so unused to seeing women in their natural state.
Is that true? I mean, most people, I don't know. Do most people wear makeup every day, all the time?
That when you do see, a famous woman, for example, in her natural state, not all made up, it's shocking to us, and it opens that woman up
for famous
to criticism.
People,
so it's no wonder women get nervous to go places without their makeup, and it's no wonder that women and men look in the mirror and feel down about the way they look naturally. I get messages and comments all the time from mostly women who tell me that they don't feel confident enough to go outside without their makeup, or they don't want their boyfriend to see them without their makeup. And I just want to tell you one thing. How
do you have a boyfriend? You can't. That's a real rough one. How do you have a relationship? You can't. That's a rough one. Good luck.
Feel like you look good with your makeup on, and if you feel confident with how.
If you have a family with females. So if you have a family or a female partner, you see women who without makeup all the time. Oh, yeah. But she just said that some female partners, don't wear makeup. Yeah, sure. I guess you might have a family who happen to be women, females. Females? Is that okay now? No, you're too much in those weird circles. It's seeping into your unconscious language, getting into those incels and red pilled and pink pilled and all that stuff. Female partner. Get out of here with that. Ladies, women, girls, people, you might see them without makeup. There's nothing wrong with this pause, all right? Every time I pause, okay. It's got to pause at some point, okay?
You look when you've got your makeup on, then you should feel just as beautiful when your makeup is off, because...
No. Saying female has always been bad, yes. When you talk about females, you talk about, I don't know, your dogs maybe? You might talk about, like, birds or something. Female as an adjective is PC, my boy. You think so? Female is toxic. Women are women. Oh, female is an adjective. Oh, but not as a noun. Female partner. Female partner is fine. Oh, I see. Female partner is okay, but a female is not okay. I think I prefer a person experiencing femininity. Okay, sorry. I was toxic. Let's continue.
Makeup is not plastic surgery. Like, you cannot change your face or your facial features with makeup. It's not surgery. It's not possible. Your face is your face, whether you've got makeup on or not. That is your face.
That's not true. You can do some mewing.
Okay,
that's not true.
Your features. The only thing that makeup can realistically do.
First world problems. Get out of here with that nonsense, all right? You think that the toxicity in the world is lesser in third world? Of course not. No. We have finer distinctions. Of course, a vagina haver. person experiencing vagina. No. Women, okay? Women. We're talking about women. All right? Women. Okay. Anyway. It's not a first world problem. It is. I mean, maybe it is. It's not a first world problem in that the way that people say first world problem as if to dismiss the issue. It's actually the same problem in other worlds, second and third world. You're in the second world, man. Get out of here. You're in the second world. You're not even in the first. Okay, in the third world and beyond. It's a problem there too. It's just there are other problems that are more. You're confused. Why are you confused?
Is accentuate the features that you want to accentuate,
yeah,
and conceal the ones you don't.
That's the who's the second world? So America and Russia are the first world. All the allies are the second world. So I don't even know if you're second world. Is Finland neutral? Is Portugal wasn't neutral, right? I don't know. Second world is like allies. Yeah, it's that simple. First world, Russia, America. That's it. Russia, America, first world. Everybody who's allied with Russia or America is second world. People who are not in the war, the Cold War, that era, they're the third world. But of course, this is an antiquated technical term, so it doesn't really mean that much.
For example, pimples, or you can contour your nose. Like me, for example, in most of my videos.
Oh yeah, guys, you gotta remember this. So this is good when you have good vision. When you have clarity, when you have some Vipassana skills on makeup, you can see more clearly. You can know what the girls, the ladies, the women, the female. You know what they're trying to accentuate, right? You want to see the qualities that they're accentuating. They accentuate the ones that they like. So then you notice you gotta keep your vision, keep your clearer vision there, and then you'll know when they have makeup on, what to look for, and what to compliment. And then also when they have their makeup off, you'll know what parts to also compliment and take a look at. Third world countries. We got a whole list. First, second, and third world. First world, second world, third world. Wait. First, second, third world. The map above shows you no one within the Cold War. Okay, first worlds. Okay, Jesus. All right, we gotta figure this out. This is apparently very important, so we're gonna do it. 4 worlds. The first world is the block of democratic industrial. This is America. known as the West. The second world is the Eastern Bloc, communist states. Oh, that's the second. The third world is the remaining quarters not belonging to the bloc. That's the third world. Fourth world is coined in the 70s and the indigenous peoples, First Nations. They get the short end of the stick all the time. The First Nations people are the fourth world. They man, not even in the hierarchy of naming things. So to clarify here, first world is America and the American allies. Second world is Russia and the communists. Third world is like everyone's who's neutral here. And then the fourth world is like, why is there a big money sign here? I'm triggered by the capitalism versus communism. Okay, maybe I'm not triggered. I think it makes sense. But why are we using why are we using the communist definition of what capitalism is? Rather suspicious. We're continuing here. We're finishing one video, 1 minute.
Smoky eye, and I'll contour my nose and overdraw my lips and give myself fuller brows because that's how I like to look. And that is me. That is my face with makeup on. And yet it's also me and my face when I've got no makeup on. They're two different images of myself that I project to the world, but they're both me. I know that's easier said than done, but please guys, never feel like you're ugly without your makeup. Never feel like you are
unless you're ugly,
unworthy, or not beautiful when you're not all made up, because
never feel like you're unworthy ever. Full stop. That's good. Never feel like you're unworthy. Beautiful. You might feel less beautiful without makeup. Come on. Let's not be toxic.
You are absolutely perfect as you are, imperfections and all. As you've seen in this video, even
you are perfect, imperfections and all. There's a particular resolution where everything is perfect. Yes, that is not. I mean, we're clearly not this.
Supermodels and famous influencers and celebrities, they are just the same as you, and we are all beautiful in our natural state. We are perfectly made. So no, you are not ugly without your makeup. But you know what is ugly?
What's that?
Our society and the ridiculous expectations that it puts on women. So on that note, I'm going to leave this video here. I don't know, can you guys tell? I am so tired. So I'm going to go shower, put my baby to bed, and I will see you guys in my next video. I love your guts, and I'll see you in my next one.
Oh, she's so cute and so nice. I appreciate it. Wow. Love you all to guts. Stunning. No, we're not going to be toxic. What do we say? Wow, thank you for sharing your this perspective, greatly needed in the world today. Okay? No toxicity, nobody's stunning, okay? Nobody's perfect. I'm not going to call her beautiful or anything, all right? We're just going to do that and a little smiley face. That's it. Greatly needed perspective in the world today. I agree that I like her perspective. I think her perspective is a very good perspective. Even though I counter signaled a lot of it, right? I said that it's toxic. I agree. I mean, I still think it's toxic, but that perspective is a little bit better than. Yeah. Okay. I was aggressive. You think I was aggressive? Yeah. I was aggressive counter signaling, but I don't mean to say that her opinion is much better than the opinion that we already have. Do you like good energy? Like, comment, and subscribe for more.